Hey everybody, Adderhold Outdoors, Todd Adderhold again. Got some new product to talk about, so we'll just get right into that. I bought a PARD, P-A-R-D, PARD NV007. Comes in a box just like this. Got the name PARD on it. Comes well packaged. It is from China, so that's the only drawback that I have for it. I've really gotten into the night vision, and this is one of the finest, craziest little units I've ever seen. It is a night vision scope with the filming capability. Now if you want to pay $500, $800 for a, I'm not going to say the name, but atomic, over the price, tenacious nation something, you figure that one out. I'm not paying it. I bought a X-Sight from them. You zoom out, man, or zoom out with the scope, and you lose center. It don't shoot where you point. What's the purpose? Basically, what theirs was a video camera with crosshairs in it. Did not like it, and $1,000, really? I'm just not a something fan. So I do have a night vision PS22 that I will say is awesome, but I also paid a lot for that. Don't tell the wife, that was bought before she was around. But this little fella's a PARD 007. I'm going to do something I've never done. I'm putting together a full video of me actually doing some shooting with it. I shot rats, man. That's the only thing we got in season right now. That and coyotes are just hard. They're not wanting to play. But this is a very simple unit. It's got a locking collar. I'll show you in just a few minutes how it locks onto the rifle. It's got an infrared that you just pull out, you push in. I actually dropped this like the first night I used it, and it's got a big place on it, but believe it or not, the adjustments are over here. I'll show you real quick. They've got adjustments, so I knocked it out of adjustment. I just unloosened the screws, adjusted the IR right back in, so it works like a dream. The focus is at the bottom down here. Once you get it focused, the battery is here. You unscrew this, put the battery in. It takes one of the longer batteries. Hold one second. I got this one on charge. I'm gonna go tonight too. The number on it's the 1800 number, and I don't have my glasses on. 18650 or something to that matter. But that's what that is. Let me get that back in the charger. When I get done. It's got all kind of little buttons on here for zoom. It's got, you can zoom up, zoom down, color. They say don't use it in the daytime. I've seen other videos where they do use it in the daytime. You can take pictures with it, you can record with it. Really neat little thing, man. And they're, I got mine off of eBay, and I think I paid $3 something for mine, like $325. Saw one the other day that went for $258. You can buy them all day long for $400. That's straight at, buy now kind of thing. I do the bidding thing. But it's really a cool little thing. I put it on last night, and I went out and I got rats in my corn pile. So I set up with it, and I shot a couple of rats. I got the videos I want to share with you. The only thing about it is my scope does not have an objective lens, and I'll show you how to hook it up and explain that part. This is nothing but just an old Marlin 25 that I got off a guy, and the bolt's silver, so I just put a piece of duct tape on it. It's just got an old Pursuit scope that does not have an objective, which makes it a lot easier to use this thing. But all you do, man, is just take it, lock it in, and turn it. And it clicks. And that's it. You're set. You'll notice last night the crosshairs are a little crooked, and that's because this was tilted just a little bit. I've locked it in, but it still wants to turn. And that's it. The only thing is, it will throw off where you're used to being on your scope. It's going to throw that off a little bit. But other than that, man, it's just an awesome little outfit. I like the video. The focusing is a trick, straight up. Because I don't have a focusing objective lens, you have to kind of pair it between focusing it to where you can see your crosshairs and see what you're shooting at, because it's hard to see both. I noticed at a lower power it's a lot easier, but you start to run your power up and your focus gets off. You can see your crosshairs, or you can't see your target, or you can focus and literally see. I honestly, last night, I've got a mineral block over there that's got molasses on it. I could see, this is 25 yards, I could see bugs lighting and crawling on my block where the molasses is when I had it zoomed in. Couldn't see my crosshairs good, but I could see that. So I kind of have a happy medium where the crosshairs are just a little blurry, but the picture's just a little blurry too. So it's either one or the other. You can't have both crystal clear crosshairs and crystal clear. So I kind of just split the difference, and that's how I'm shooting it right now. If I had an objective lens, according to the manufacturer, the objective lens would make it a whole lot easier, which would be great. But I may even invest in one that's got a objective lens. I don't know how much I'm gonna have to pay yet, but I will say this: for what I paid for this little fella on eBay, I'm not hurting. But man, this is just a real cool little outfit. Just a little bolt action rifle. Just a little old Marlin. Uses a magazine. I keep an Acre magazine in my night bag. I've got another night vision that I use. It's a old Night Owl, man. This thing was like made in the 90s, I guess. I look at it. I use it. I see eyes. This thing's setting up on the Caldwell Deadshot field pod. I've got it sitting there. I know pretty well, you know, where I'm at. I cut the hour on. As soon as you turn it on, the hour comes on. I cut the thing on, and one button push, hold it in for 3 or 5 seconds, I can't remember. You're recording, man. And you're recording through your scope at what you're looking at. And I've got 2 rats I shot last night. So I'm going to show you those videos now, and I'll come back and kind of sum it up. So hold on, and we'll look at those videos. First rat, he comes in, and it took me a minute to find him, but there's a hole in the base of a tree, and he came out of that hole and goes to my feeder. And over at I've got a pipe that I use for supplement. He come over there, and he was running around back over there, and the first shot, I just slammed shot in front of him. But he didn't know what happened, so you hear me bolt, he comes back over there, and he's sitting there, and I've got him pretty good. Not a good shot, but good enough for a rat. And I pop him, and you see him jump around a little bit, and he comes over and he runs down. I'm trying to track him, but he's down at the bottom. He's finished. He was done. And I bolted, cut it off. I'm sitting there for a few minutes. Next thing I know, here comes another one from the other way, and he gets right about flush with my block, and man, he's wide open. He's out where I can get a good shot. So cut the camera on. I've got him coming in. When I bust him, man, he just folds up and rolls down the hill. So that worked out for him too. So 2 shots on camera, which I'm tickled about. I'm getting into the video thing, man. I've bought a couple of GoPros. I've got a remote control GoPro, so when archery season comes in, which is my big thing, night hunting and archery, that's what I love doing. But you put this thing on and get out and shoot you some rats, or I'd love to try a coyote with it. Just not having luck calling the coyotes right now. It's just hot. This is Foothills, North Carolina. Today is the day before Memorial Day, Sunday before Memorial Day 2019, and man, it's going to be 90-something degrees out there. Last night it was 70-something degrees sitting in a blind trying to shoot a rat at like 9:30. Thank God for Thermacell, I'd cooked. But let me go put the videos together and get them on here, and I'll put it on, and folks, I'll come back and do a quick brief summary of what we looked at, and I'll hit you up. Thank you, folks. Appreciate you watching. Again, Adderhold Outdoors. Click on the like button. Click on the subscribe button. Hit me up. Let me know what you want to see. When I grew up, we didn't have none of this fun stuff, so I'm just now getting to play. Thank you again, folks. Be right back. Alright, got the videos on. So tell me what you think about that. I thought it was pretty cool. Straight up. My first actual hunting videos that I've got to do it. I shot a deer with a bow during bow season. I got the area impact and I zoomed in way too close, so I didn't even try to do a video on that. It was just a mess. But this turned out a lot better than I thought. I wish I could have got better focus of everything, but again, the objective lens on the scope would have helped. But I think that is, folks. Again, I appreciate you watching me. Adderholt Outdoors. My name's Todd Adderholt, and just like I said, hit the subscribe button. Throw a thumbs up for me. Tell your friends, man. Tell you guys and ladies that you hunt with. I just put on informational stuff. No, I don't get the PARD for free. I have to buy it. Ammunition, I have to buy. I don't have a sponsor, don't want a sponsor, for the simple fact I want to show y'all what works. I want to talk to you about my methods that I use. I want it to be educational. When I grew up, we didn't have the internet. We had old Eddie down at the Quickie Mart and or Handy Mart, and that's who you went to talk to, just to learn hunting from. And if he wanted to talk to you, talk to you. If he didn't, he wouldn't. Just kind of a neat old guy, but a little moody like everybody else. But that's how we learned. We didn't have the internet to read, man. Field and Stream magazines, I read them till the covers fell off. Outdoor Life, all those, that's what we had. We didn't have the internet where you could just click on something. We didn't have videos, YouTube, you could go watch and say, this is how you do it. It makes it a whole different world. So that's why I want to do this. I want people to see, hey, I do use these products. I like these products. If I've got a product that I don't like, I'll tell you, I got a trail camera right now that I've bought a couple of. And they're Icons. And I don't know who makes them, but they're called Icons. They are junk. Do not buy them. The timers in them go out within a couple of weeks. Now take good pictures, but I don't want to know if it comes in during, the only way you can tell is if it's bright, it's daylight, if it's dark, it's at night. It don't, the timers are crappy. Don't buy them, man. Icons are a piece of junk. That's all there is to it. And I got a bunch of them in over here in a box that I might as well throw away. I might put them on Do Not Work and throw them on eBay for $9 a piece, just to get them out of my shop, because it's junk. Hey, folks, if you're gonna make junk, just keep it to yourself. Icon, y'all suck. Just FYI. But that's how I feel. I've done some about my broadheads, what I like shooting. Still want to put some of those through some animals and see. November, I'll be shooting some coons. I got plenty of coons at night. So with this new camera, I can use it off the scope also. That's one thing I want to remind you. You can zoom in with it. I can shoot. I can put it on a tripod. It's set up with the adapter where I can just screw a tripod in it. I will be getting some night shots with a bow, dude. How's that for cool? So I'm looking forward to that. Just folks, Adderholt Outdoors, Todd Adderholt again. Hit the like button. Y'all have a good evening.